Hey, Curly here. Not in my usual setup. I'm in my library, aka just a little corner of my office. I wanted to do something a little bit different with you guys, considering that I do have a goal this year of reading at least one book a month, and I'm on track. I started the year reading Unqualified by Anna Faris. I give that 5 out of 5. Then I read Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Give that 10 out of 5. 1,000 out of 5 if I could. And then most recently, I read The Giver. I give this a 3 out of 5. You might be wondering why. It's a classic, isn't it? Newbery Medal of Honor? So let's judge the book on the cover. Disclaimer, you should never judge a book by its cover, but it's okay after you read it. Obviously, it's called The Giver. Pretty interesting title, right? There's a lot of questions that are prompted by the singular title of The Giver. I love when the title of something is said within the text, and actually on page 87, they say, "Call me the giver," he told Jonas. And who said that? This guy. This is the giver. He was once the receiver of memory, which Jonas, the main character, has been selected as, not assigned. I was really deterred from reading this for so long based on this photo. It looks so sad, even though this guy is giving, and giving's supposed to be a happy thing and a very enlightening thing. It doesn't seem that way, you know? Obviously, it's by Lois Lowry, as mentioned. I didn't read this in high school or middle school even. The book that I did read by Lois Lowry was Number the Stars, which I can vaguely remember. But obviously it has this big Medal of Honor here, this corner here that seems to look amazing. That is elsewhere. Jonas ends up here, and according to the back of the book, where you have a conversation with Lois Lowry herself, they ask at the end, is it an optimistic ending about Jonas? And she says, I think I find it optimistic. How could it not be optimistic? Now, not only does Jonas inevitably struggle, and it's a slow, long struggle, even though Lois Lowry would like to depict it as positive. When you read the back here, let's judge the book by the back now, Jonas's world is perfect. Everything is under control. There is no war or fear or pain. There are no choices. Every person is assigned a role in the community, besides Jonas. He was selected. When Jonas turns 12, he is singled out to receive special training from the Giver, which he is aka the receiver of memory, which Jonas is being trained to be. The Giver alone holds the memories of the true pain and pleasure of life. Now it's time for Jonas to receive the truth. There is no turning back. And it's true, because Jonas never does turn back. He goes forward, and he's selfish in his decisions with bringing Gabriel along with him, which is another problem that I have. But nobody makes out here. Not the Giver, not Jonas, not Gabriel, not the community. And I think it's really interesting that Lois Lowry depicts it as, I think it's a happy ending. Everybody kind of goes on to what they wanted, but I don't think Jonas wanted to die. Jonas didn't want to be the only one with these memories. And if they went about changing their community instead of him fleeing, I think it would have been a much more impactful ending. So, with that being said, that's me judging the cover post-reading. Let me know if you have any book suggestions. Let me know your thoughts on The Giver. What do you think? Do you think it's a good book? Do you think it's a good ending? I'm curious to know. Take care.